Hello and welcome to another update video about Bonk. Yeah, we haven't covered Bonk for a few days, but really not much happened. I want to take you through two scenarios I'm currently observing. My base case is that this is a wave 2 correction at the moment, which is unfolding after the market topped in a 5-wave structure here in December. It was around the 15th of December when the price topped in wave 1, then a pullback started, a correction, which I consider a wave 2 correction. Basically the first 5-wave cycle is complete. The move down looks corrective, and yeah, it's not a great structure. I have to say it's very weak. There wasn't even a healthy B wave. Not saying the B wave couldn't extend further, that's still possible, but there is currently no setup for it. So the problem is that the market is basically dancing on these support levels here that we've seen, yeah? So around the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement. And that's just not a bullish structure. I mean, there is, it's very difficult. It's going to be difficult for the chart to rally from here. I mean, it can do that, but it would certainly be better structurally if it was going to tidy up all this mess here. Basically, that would mean taking out these previous swing lows, getting rid of the triple bottom because they rarely hold anyway, and they typically do not allow really for a rally with great confidence. Okay, so typically we want to see a clear bottoming structure that could entail here this C wave to the downside and then to rally impulsively, or basically to extend the B wave a little bit and then come down in wave C and then to go. This is going to be difficult, yeah, as a bottoming structure. Obviously not impossible. I just highlight what is the, for me, most likely scenario, and that would be to take out these previous lows. Of course, until we finally break through this Fibonacci level on a sustained basis, it is, for example, possible that this B wave is still extending either to the upside or sideways as, for example, a triangle. I'm actually thinking about, is maybe a triangle unfolding here? But you know, this is a bit too early to confirm, but I talk about the two structures here that I'm observing. So first of all, in the yellow scenario, the market came down obviously in the A wave of this wave 2 already, bottomed here on the 8th of January. B wave rally was rather weak, that B wave. And now we could be moving down in this C wave. This looks a bit like a 5-wave move, so could be wave 1 of C. Maybe this was a wave 2. And yeah, but this is not really yet a C wave down, okay? So I'm thinking a third wave, I mean. Yeah, it's not really aggressive enough for a third wave. Maybe it is a third wave, but then it really needs to break below the previous low. Then we should still get a 4 and a 5. That's the yellow count, can take us down to the 38.2 retracement level. It's a support level that I mentioned many times. It's it's still quite far away. It's around 47270. Obviously, you need to add the 5 zeros before. Okay. Now, something I'm thinking about in this yellow count, and maybe this wave 2 never finished and it's still unfolding, but it's just difficult to. There's just no setup for it. Okay, but that's possible. It's possible that this wave 2 still extends higher. Resistance for the wave 2 is here in the red box. I just need to change the color. And yeah, it's basically here between 132203 and 157565. So it's possible this wave 2 extends a little higher. This is an extremely weak wave 2, and it's not really coming down impulsively. 3 waves to the downside, so it's possible that the wave 2 does this. A wave up, B wave down, C wave up. Does that mean it will happen? No, absolutely not. Just pointing out here that it definitely still has the possibility to do so, because it's only a 3-wave move down. So if it rallies from here, that's probably what I'm going to watch for first. Basically a 1-2 setup, and then a 3rd wave down can follow. In addition to that, I'm tracking the white structure. In the white structure, this B wave, which likely topped on the 10th of January, never finished. But in fact, the B wave is a triangle. A, B, then, but also here, the C wave could go a little higher, possibly into the same Fibonacci resistance area. Then we could get a D and an E. So the difference between white and yellow is simply that in the yellow count, it could basically break down straight away, but possibly after one more lower high in wave C. then it should break down. Whereas in the white count, the B wave is actually unfolding as a triangle, and it should give us a few more, possibly weeks, 1 or 2 more weeks, sideways action, forming lower highs, higher lows, limit or reduction in volatility and in volume. So that would be extremely boring, but then also ideally breaks down from there. Yeah, that's sort of what I see at the moment. I mean, if it gives me a clear 5-wave move up, 3-wave pullback, I'm gonna highlight, okay, possibly wave 2 already finished, but that would need to, it would need to give me more evidence for that. I just don't, there's nothing currently that would give me a clear sign of a low in place. That's my update about Bonk. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.